what's going on. So I want to send some prayers and thoughts to the people who fell in the water off the bridge in Baltimore. However, I'm going to say this. If you happen to have a bridge named after Francis Scott Key, your karma is coming. The audacity of Baltimore to name that bridge after that racist piece of trash and the so-called anthems and stuff that they use, you had to know that evil was going to be coming to visit and to get you for the karma. Why did they not change the name of that bridge? Why? Francis Scott Key didn't write that bridge in love for black folks. He was a hater and he was a slave owner. And they don't even tell you the other verse that has been silent. You know. Now, conspiracy theorists will run amok. Are they going to be wrong? No. You just got a feeling that the day of reckoning is coming, that the evil forces and sources that are coming. So, I'll say two things can be true at the same time. I'm saddened to hear about the people whose cars and themselves end in the water. However, that bridge had to go with that name. You can't have that name. That's just too much evil. That's too demonic. And when people who do know the history ought to be ashamed of themselves for reciting and stand up for that anthem. They should be. Black folks especially. There's no reason, if you understand what that was written, how that was composed. It wasn't written as an endurance or in terms of endearment. It was celebrating the countries that held you as a slave, that looked down, played you. You know, it's very important that you understand the psychological dynamics of what you pledge to, what you say to, because you're condoning it and you're passing on like this is a term of endearment. It is not. The anthem has no bearing and no place. It needs to be deleted. And Francis Scott Keys needs to be deleted from memory, you know, but they won't. They won't. They'll tell you to mute and to ignore other people, but they will indulge a bigot. They'll indulge separatism. And I do believe there's metaphor and all that. I do believe when you were taking down those statues and those Confederate statues and all these other folks that you were acknowledging, why didn't you rename that bridge? Why did you hang on to it? See, people don't want you to talk about slavery or talk about racism in America with 3 Ks, but however, they reward in keeping the legacy of it alive. That name is evil, and that reality is being spoken that you need to do something about, not just the bridge, but you need to get rid of that name. That's unfortunate about lives and everybody on that bridge. However, I wonder if people thought about that, really. That's what the town thinks about you. Supposed to be so progressive in 2024, but you got a slave owner and someone that wrote from a native connotation, and that's how it's being honored. That's how it works. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like, and I'm out. Peace.